Next up in the studio is the founder of the social organization called Dor LeDor, which in English translates out to from generation to generation. It's an interactive way to give back to our older generations here in Israel. And here to give us more details is the founder, Nir Issachar. How are you?
Hello.
Finally, how are you doing?
Thank you, good.
I'm great, and so I want to know, what is this movement? What is this social movement that you guys are doing?
Yes, so Dor LeDor started off 10 years ago. We're an NGO that was established in order to connect between the young people in Israel, 18 and above, and between the elders that lives in Israel. 42% of the elders in Israel suffer from loneliness, and we're trying to fight this feeling, and we're trying to look at the elders as an asset for the society and not as a burden, and we're trying to connect with them in order to help them and to be a friend of them.
Right. First of all, you said something right. They're not a burden, you know? Like, there wouldn't be an Israel without them, okay? They've done so much, and they've done so much for us, whether they're grandparents, whether or not, you know, like, we have to take care of them. If no one else is going to take care of them, who's going to take care of them?
Exactly. And we see young people from the age of 18 that they want to volunteer, but when you ask them why they don't volunteer, they say that they can't commit, and also that they don't have time in their day-to-day life. So we managed to create a new platform called Help on the Way. And in this platform, you don't have to commit in advance. You just one in a group of volunteers, and we address requests from the elders. The elders call us in the helpline, and then we spread out the requests in a WhatsApp group. And through an application that we developed, every young people in Tel Aviv and in other cities in Israel that we volunteer in can take the request and go visit the elder and help them in any specific day-to-day need that they ask you.
Okay, so it's funny. Well, first of all, it's going to sound creepy, but whatever. I'm obsessed with old people. I love them. I think they're adorable, and we should protect them. They're angels. And so how did I find out about this? I was sitting with a subletter that I have in my apartment, and he got a text message, he got a WhatsApp, and he was like, I have to go. And I was like, where are you going? And he was like, an old lady needs help bringing her groceries up. And I was like, what did you just say to me? Like, who are you texting, and what's going on? And he was like, no, it's an organization. So they, like you said, they call in, they're like, I'm lonely today, who has time to grab coffee, or who can help me with some things? And then you spread it out in the WhatsApp group, right?
We're actually giving an excuse for us as young people to connect with the lone elders. And once we get to their houses and we help them with the small thing that they request, what we actually want is to meet with them and talk to them, and even get from them their experience and their smart of their life and all of that.
A little wisdom, because you know they're clearly been around longer than we have, right? So they know more.
And you wouldn't believe how many young people that works in startup companies in Tel Aviv or law offices anywhere. This is actually the way that we recruit volunteers. We go to big companies in Tel Aviv or in other places, and we ask from their employees to volunteer with us. And then we know where the volunteers got
coming from.
Yes.
Amazing. And no, it's interesting that you said that, because I love doing volunteer programs. I think it's the best way to give back to your community and to give back to the people that created this amazing country that we're living in right now. And so I used to volunteer with Holocaust survivors, right? And so part of the program is that you have to be there twice a week for a certain amount of hours, and it's tough, you know? You don't know what's going to happen with work. You don't know how the commitment issue. So that's kind of solving it. You're kind of giving them their own time and their own opportunity.
Exactly. It's important to say that when Dor LeDor started, and still we have over 200 volunteers, that once a week, they are obligated to go to the elder's house, not only Holocaust survivors, but any lone elders. And we do also the more orthodox and regular volunteering. But when we asked ourselves 2 years ago, how can we develop a new program that actually give any young person an opportunity to volunteer? So we realized that once you don't have to commit, and it's on your mobile phone, and it's on your WhatsApp, you don't have excuses. And when you see the addresses on Dizengoff Street, you realize that you have to do it. And if you don't do it, there's another 1,500 volunteers only in Tel Aviv that they can take the call. And it takes like 4 minutes once we upload the request until you have volunteers that
like the response time is around 4 minutes.
It's insane.
That's
we have more than volunteers at the moment than elders request, and it's important for me to say that we are also working with the social services in every municipality. That's another big partner that we have. And with the social workers, we get more requests from the elders.
For sure. Wow, that's so interesting that you say that, because I feel like we keep talking about the fact that, like, the commitment thing, right? So you're not committed. So you're on your way, you're walking home, and you get a message that's on the street that you're on right now. Somebody needs help, or someone's lonely and they just need somebody to talk to for an hour.
Exactly.
You're not gonna go? You're not gonna go? Come on, what are you doing right now? You're coming home from work. Go and stop by.
You have to do it.
You have to. I feel like it's a civil duty and it's something to give back. And if you can't, like you said, volunteer on a weekly basis, so it's coming towards you. We're coming for you, yeah.
And it started off only in last August. We launched the application.
Okay.
And since then, we managed to win a startup competition with the Tel Aviv municipality. We won the first place in a startup competition, and we flew to Barcelona. There is a big convention.
Yeah.
It's called Smart Cities Convention. And then we met with other municipalities from all over the world, because it's a worldwide issue.
Definitely.
The loneliness of elders. And we realized that this product is actually can go to any big city in the world.
It could be worldwide, because what we were saying before, the 42% here in Israel is probably much bigger around the world, bigger populations, more community of elders. So that could be huge. Okay, so how can people help? How can people get in touch with you? Are you guys looking for whether it's donations or volunteers?
So at the moment in Israel, we're located in Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Be'er Sheva, and Lod, 4 cities. But we're looking for expanding to other cities in Israel and also in the world.
Okay.
In order to do so, because we're an NGO and a non-profit, we ask the public to donate for us.
Of course.
You can look us up at Dor LeDor through JGive or through our website.
Okay.
Dor LeDor, you can write it in English,
Hebrew,
but
and we'll add it in below so that they'll have a link and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And any donation can help us. And of course, if there is a big companies in Israel, or they have extensions in Israel that wants their employees to volunteer with us, it's also a good opportunity to contact us.
I'm sure so many companies, so many people are going to look out, come check out your website, because there's really no reason not to. Like you said, you're not committing, you're not doing anything. It's just a WhatsApp if you're in the area, and if you can help, if you have time. And if you want to, which you all should, they will, right?
Exactly.
Wow, you are changing my day. I almost cried when you told me the percent of lonely people. It makes me so sad. But I think this is such an amazing organization. I'm so happy, and I'm definitely going to sign up. I need to be on this WhatsApp list. So thank you again, Nia.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully people come and check your website out. If you're looking for a way to get involved, whether it's volunteering or donating, make sure to check out the Dor LeDor website to find out how. We'll add the link below.